All right. Sorry, guys. Again, this is for number 2002. You got the void. The Leo's next actions towards the Aries. Ace of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, Eight of Cups. Two of Wands and the World. What's the Ace of Pentacles? The Empress, Seven of Swords, Six of Swords, Eight of Cups, Two of Swords, Two of Wands, the Magician, the Lovers, Four of Swords. Interesting. Six of Cups. Is she going towards him? Nine of Wands. I feel like you're the one that's going to be going towards him. All right, Seven of Swords and the Six of Pentacles, but there's a little bit of breadcrumbing here. Seven of Swords, yeah, Justice. I feel like this person is not planning to... This person is trying to release the situation. They're trying to move on. They're very iffy. Okay, I feel like the commitment part for right now is kind of like a done deal. What's coming up between these two? The Leo and the Aries. The Devil. There's a lot of stagnation. He's trying to avoid making something right or putting in the effort. The Hermit. There's a lot of silence coming up between you and him. The Queen of Pentacles and the Temperance. Yeah, the Temperance and the Queen of Pentacles, the Judgment. The Queen of Wands and the King of Cups. I feel like what's coming up is you having to use the discernment about the situation, because I feel like you're the one that's going to be holding on to him. You could be reaching out to him. This may have to do, obviously, with the children. I think you said you have children with him, but he's trying to avoid giving to the situation. Why? Why is it Two of Swords? The Chariot, the Ace of Swords, and the Four of Cups. Is this someone else? The Eight of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, and a Death. He wants to hold back from this situation. Why is this Queen of Cups? Three of Cups, Hierophant, and the Five of Swords. Is there someone else? King of Cups. He has a soulmate here. He has somebody else here that he may try to move towards. So I feel like he's going to be kind of like at limbo. And I feel like the commitment part, there is a separation. Again, I feel like the separation is going to last a little bit. What could she expect with him? The Five of Swords, the Queen of Wands. There's an outside interference that he's still holding on to. Death, yeah. Ace of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. If there's any talks between you and him, you're going to realize that like the investment within you is going to take a while. You're always going to have to wait. All right. I don't see really a lot coming up more than stagnation. I feel like it may be you going towards him, asking him for another chance, but he's going to be a bit avoidant in making things right because he has someone else that he's going towards. What's the Page of Swords? Strength. Five of Pentacles. You're going to realize between a communication between you and him that he doesn't want to pursue this for right now. Now, it is the upcoming energy. It's never the end all be all. It's never that this is it. It will never come back. But there's somebody else here in his energy. All right, Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, the High Priestess. The heavy Pisces energy. All right, that he could be pretty much focused on and hanging on to. Number 0505, you have unexpected shift. Okay. Okay, babes, I appreciate you. Thank you. What can number 0505 expect in 2026? What's in store for 0505? Hey, stars girl. For number 0505, what's in store for number 0505 in 2026? What's in store? Queen of Wands and the Ten of Wands. What's in store for her in 2026? What can she expect 2026? Oh gosh, there's a lot going on. The Six of Swords, I'm not taking these. The Knight of Cups and the Four of Swords. Queen of Wands, Four of Wands, Ten of Wands, the King of Wands, Six of Swords, the Nine of Cups, Knight of Cups and the Sun. Girl, Four of Swords and Eight of Cups. What is this? Page of Wands. You may have a romantic love interest. I'm not sure. Okay. Ten of Wands and the... Yeah. What's the Ten of Wands? The Lovers. There's a heavy situation with someone here. Six of Swords and a Nine of Cups. Page of Pentacles. You guys may push through these obstacles that you got coming up. There's a soulmate energy. Knight of Cups and the Sun. The Queen of Cups. What's the Sun, the Queen of Cups, and the Knight of Cups? The Justice. I feel like there's a lot of opportunities coming your way. There's love here. There's a lot of happiness and healing. There's a lot of self-love. But I feel like Eight of Cups, Seven of Cups, and the Four of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, there's a change. Somebody, and there's somebody walking away. What could she expect? Six of Cups, King of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. The Hermit, the Hierophant, and the Three of Cups. There may be a commitment here in store for you in 2026, but there's two people. Are these two people the same? Three of Wands, Ace of Wands, Two of Swords. You're going to have an option between two. Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, and the Two of Swords. You're going to have an option between two. You may start dating, and there's two people here showing up. There's an earth sign and a water sign. Doesn't have to be. But there's someone that's going to be really ready to commit, and the other person is someone new. Five of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, and the Moon. Someone that may... That's you in the third party, though. Ace of Swords, Temperance, and the Two of Wands. You're going to have to sit with a decision in 2026 about two people and which path to take, because you have two suitors here that you're going to be getting attention, okay? You actually have three people. There could be two, though. They're just coming up in different energies. There's someone here that you're having a struggle with, a soulmate energy, all right? And I feel like you guys overcome some kind of obstacle, but you could be meeting someone else here that you really like. So you're going to have options. It's going to be raining men. I do want to say, though, there is a need to rest in 2026, okay? I'm not trying to scare you, but there may be a little bit of, like, doctor's visits here, okay? And something that you need to not ignore. You may also be getting a lot of downloads in 2026. I'm not sure about your spiritual path, but there could be a lot of dreams coming towards you. All right? And you need to really pay full attention to it. What else could she expect in 2026? Three of Cups, the High Priestess, and the Nine of Pentacles. You're going to be getting a lot of attention. All right? And I feel like your singlehood may be ending. Ace of Cups. Yeah, Five of Swords, though. There's going to be an option between two people. One person is more emotionally fulfilling. One person you're very much attracted to. Five of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, Five of Wands. I see there's a struggle with one specific person, though, moving into commitment. Seven of Swords, Seven of Wands, and a Knight of Swords. You're going to have to be very clear with your intention with someone, because somebody's very sneaky. They could be full of lies. Seven of Swords, Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, they may be trying to hold back from commitment or hold you back from moving on to someone else. There may be a little bit of drama between you and this person. And this is like someone that, I don't know, I feel like it's a struggle to deal with. I'm going to pull one more spread. Hold on. I want to see something. If you can check your email. Check your email if you can answer that question. What else does she have in store for 2026? What else does she have in store for 2026? What else does she have in store for 2026? The Three of Swords, the Two of Wands, and the Queen of Wands. There's going to be like an epiphany, like a tough realization about moving in a different direction. Eight of Swords. It's going to be a very hard decision, though. The Temperance. Three of Swords, the Strength. I feel like you're going to be healing from this, though. Two of Wands. You're going to... Queen of Cups. Hierophant, and the Three of Wands. Three of Swords and the Strength. Page of Cups. Three of Swords. Six of Swords. There's a lot of travel here. I'm not sure if you're planning to move. There's like a little bit of Two of Wands, Two of Pentacles, being uncertain about a situation. This may be about your stability. The Five of Cups. There's a lot of sadness here. I don't know if you're planning to move out or something like that. Queen of Wands and the Queen of Cups. Ace of Swords. You're going to get some kind of breakthrough though. Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. Eight of Wands. This could also be a message about finances. You may be receiving some kind of financial... There's like money here from someone. A mother figure or someone in the family or something like that. Eight of Swords and the Hierophant. Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like your advice for 2026 is to take your time. Don't rush things. If you don't know what to do, just pray about it. Answers will come to you. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, the Devil. There's a stagnancy here. Why? The Four of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, and the Judgment. You may feel like, you know, you're kind of stuck. You want to do things that you may feel like you can't do. But I feel like there's a breakthrough in finances coming in. All right. It's just like it's not going the way you want it to go. Or in your timing. What else? The Justice, the Three of Pentacles. There's like a legal situation or money that you're about to get. This could be like a home. Queen of Swords, Four of Swords, and the Page of Wands, Four of Swords, King of Wands. Again, there could be some kind of financial restriction, something you've been waiting on, something that's been very stagnant. Okay, that I feel like you're about to get, but it's like not, it's disappointing because it's not in your timing. Three of Cups, Four of Cups. You're going to be rejecting someone, walking away from someone that's been a burden. Five of Swords, Five of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, the Two of Swords. Here goes the options. Two of Swords, yeah, Page of Swords. You're going to get a lot of attention. All right. Go ahead, Enigmatic. I got you. All right. I have one more question, and then Enigmatic, if you wanted to send yours, go right ahead, boo. Ooh. Oh, okay, okay. Ooh, okay. Okay. This one, did I send you a number? Okay. So for number 1515, you got the big break. What is the message that she's supposed to receive? What's her message? Hey, Rochelle. What's the message she's supposed to receive? What's her message? For number 1515, what's the message she's supposed to receive at this moment? Four of Pentacles and the Hermit. You may have to sit with a decision and not do something impulsive. Like really think long and hard about it. Page of Cups and the Queen of Wands. And the Death. Okay. Four of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. Yeah. Hold back from impulsive actions. Five of Swords, intrusive thoughts. Page of Cups, Ten of Swords, Queen of Wands, King of Swords, Death, and a Five of Pentacles. Something is ended. Something has ended. Knight of Wands and the Four of Pentacles, the Justice. Somebody's going to try to come back to apologize with the Four of Pentacles, though. Yeah, they're going to try to make things right. Hermit and the Five of Swords, but it's a battle. Page of Cups and the Ten of Swords, Page of Wands. I feel like on your end it's done. All right. There is some kind of indecision about leaving something or leaving someone under the cold or making a big move. Okay. Three of Pentacles, but it just has to make sense financially too. Even if you are right, I feel like you right now are over a situation, but I feel like the next step is the step where you need to. Could you guys hear me? You're welcome, boo. Okay. So something has ended. All right. I feel like at this point there's a lot of pride here, but I feel like the next move needs to be strategic, especially when it comes to your finances, because I feel like there's a big sabotaging energy. There needs to be kind of like a balance here on your next steps. I feel though, probably you leaving a place is where you are kind of at a crossroads. I feel like something is kind of done at this point because your guard is up. You're realizing that someone is not wish fulfillment. It just feels much more King of Swords, like a business transaction, or it feels much more like someone that's just present. I don't feel like there's emotions at this point. What else is her message? Ace of Swords, Eight of Wands, Hangman. You're going to get a time of epiphany. There's a new beginning, all right? I feel like there's a shift in your finances for the better, and this is why there's a need to wait. You do have new love here, too. This could be with a Leo, a Taurus, a Libra. All right, Three of Cups. Yeah, King of Cups. There's some kind of emotional fulfillment you're about to come into, but I feel like your message is more the logical standpoint because there is money that's about to come in. Seven of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, a Chariot, and that's when you make your move or you make that next step, that change. There is something about maybe a relationship already being done, but the second part to that would be not doing something impulsively as the Aries that you are, and just no, that needs to be strategic. It needs to make sense to your pockets to make sure that you end up in a very successful place. All right, because you're about to get a shift when it comes to your finances. It may have not been in, this is not yet. This is about to come up for you. All right, Ace of Cups, the Eight of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Seven of Cups. Yeah, you're about to have many options here. Two of Wands, Four of Wands, and the Seven of Swords. But somebody could be avoided when it comes to commitment. One of these other options than you love. Okay. Yeah, email it to me. All right. This is for number 0505. Okay, so the first 3 months of 2026. What's the first 3 months of 2026 looking like? What's the first 3 months of 2026 looking like? What's the first 3 months of 2026 looking like? What's the first 3 months of 2026 looking like for number 0505? Ace of Wands, some kind of passionate new beginning. Ten of Wands again, and the Page of Wands, but it feels heavy. King of Wands, this could be with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, a lot of fire energy. There's a lot of passion behind this situation. Page of Cups, yeah. Ace of Wands, the Tower, Four of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, the Three of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords, the Chariot. There could be like an unexpected travel here. There may be some kind of travel delays, all right? I feel like you're going to be distancing yourself from someone. It's the same energy. You're thinking logically. Hermit, you're thinking about moving forward with this person. With the Hermit, you need to do a lot of reflection. Seven of Cups. It's just like a lot of mental confusion on whatever this is, the world. I feel like this is a situation that's kind of done. All right. I feel like you're becoming emotionally distant from whoever this is. King of Wands, Page of Swords, Three of Pentacles, Two of Cups. I feel like this person, you're going to have a decision on whether or not you want to enter a relationship with this person. Tell me about this person. It's King of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, the Seven of Wands, the Five of Swords, and the Six of Pentacles. Girl, there's like a breadcrumbing energy. Somebody is like very hesitant about commitment. Okay. So it's like, okay, so what is there? Four of Swords, Five of Cups. This is just a disappointment. All right. And I feel like you're going to have to make a logical decision, which I feel like you're going to gain the confidence, even though it's hard to walk away. Five of Cups is a disappointment. The High Priestess, the King of, yeah, you have a new beginning with a very strong, you have someone else here that is very loving. There's a shift once you release yourself from this other situation. You have a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, heavy Pisces energy. This could be an Aquarius. It doesn't have to be. This is someone very loving, someone that's very much like, you and this person may share like spirit, like a same spiritual path or spirituality. Heavy, yeah, death. And I feel like this is going to be some kind of karmic justice to you, but you need to release yourself from this other person that's very non-committal, that's very avoidant, all right, that keeps you in your head. The Hierophant, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles. With this new person, there could be like a whole ass relationship, marriage, but there's something about you taking action towards your karmic justice. And I feel like there's a lot of like, it's like you're not confident to move past whoever this is. Five of Cups. There's a lot of lusty energy, though, from this other person that you need to leave behind. A lot of, like, sexual energy. This other person coming in feels loving. And that's why you kept getting a decision on lust versus love. All right, I'm just waiting for one more, and then we are done. Send in your question. How you know it was her, Astro? Okay, there you go. Okay. 808, no, 0808. Swift action. I don't know why I had a little moment there. How will the rest of the year or 2026 be? Okay. Let's do the rest of the year, and then we'll do the first 3 months. How will the rest of the year look for number 0808? What's the rest of the year looking like for number 0808? What's the rest of the year looking like for number 0808? Knight of Pentacles. Nine of Wands. The Magician and the Five of Swords. And the Wheel of Fortune. The Knight of Pentacles, the Strength, Nine of Wands, High Priestess, Magician, Four of Cups, Five of Pentacles. Okay, so the rest of your year, believe it or not, is on you. All right, the Temperance and the Wheel of Fortune. There is a change that wants to come in. There seems a lot of struggle, and it's because you're going against your, it's like you're not manifesting, or you're not praying, or you're not hopeful in a situation. It feels like maybe finances, maybe you feel like things are a bit stagnant right now. Hierophant. Like, do you not know who you are? You're like not really sitting in the energy of manifestation. It feels like a little pessimistic energy. It's almost like, okay, I've been praying and nothing is happening. All right, I feel like there is a big change coming up. The Star. The Ace of Cups. Nine of Wands. Six of Pentacles. Oh, gosh. Okay. Four of Wands. Five of Swords. Four of Swords. No. Eight of Cups. Temperance. And the Wheel of Fortune. King of Pentacles. Here's the thing. Who is this person? The Three of Swords. The Judgment. And the Page of Wands. You may have someone returning to you. from now to the rest of the year to try to make amends with you. But this person with the Nine of Wands, they're very forceful. All right, Knight of Wands, they're coming in very passionately. This is definitely could be a twin flame if you resonate with that. We've been getting a lot of that this reading. The Hierophant and the High Priestess, somebody's coming in with some big energy, and I feel like it's gonna be against your manifestation here. Like Two of Pentacles, Four of Cups, it's putting your manifestation at like limbo, especially when it comes to your finances. This is definitely someone that's going to put you in a negative mental space, so be careful. With the Wheel of Fortune, Eight of Cups, Temperance, I feel like you're going to sit with it and you are going to make the right decision to walk away. King of Pentacles, this could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or it doesn't have to be. I feel like you're definitely going to be releasing whoever this is, okay? What else is coming up for the rest of the year? Eight of Wands, Empress, Nine of Swords, Two of Cups, Death, and the Judgment. Judgment and the Nine of Swords, Ace of Swords. There's some kind of breakthrough coming in. Queen of Swords, Three of Swords. But you can't forget about what this person has put you through. All right? You can't forget. This could be a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sag, Scorpio, Taurus, Libra, heavy Libra. And I have Aquarius, Gemini. Somebody's coming towards you in love, but you can't forget with the Three of Swords what this person put you through. You've already stood your ground. You're moving past this. And I feel like somebody's just coming in, and maybe that's why it's showing up as if there's a moment of where you doubt your intuition and it does something to your manifestation. You're praying. It's like it puts you back some. You're already on the right track. Don't let somebody bring you back, right? Seven of Wands. Yeah, Devil. Hell no. It's like, not today, Satan, not today. That's what this person's giving me. Not today. Not today. And they're creeping their way towards you. What's the first 3 months of 2026 looking like for her? And if you are sitting in a very high vibrational energy, you know, at this point, this person wants to leech off of that. What's the first 3 months of 2026 looking like for her? Knight of Cups. Okay. The Star and the Empress. Okay, here you are glowing. All right, girl. Knight of Wands. What's the first 3 months looking like? And the Magician. I like that. Much better. High Priestess. Yes. Tower. Six of Wands. Girl. Hierophant. Lord God. And the Eight of Cups. So I feel like you're going to be getting a lot of attention for the first 3 months. Ace of Swords. Okay. There could be a prayer that's definitely going to be answered in the first 3 months. Five of Wands. Judgment. Eight of Pentacles. I feel like you're going to be really working on yourself, and it's going to be attracting a lot of people. Ace of Wands. Yeah, what's the Tower? The Ace of Cups. Girl, you got unexpected love here. This feels big, okay? Eight of Pentacles, Six of Wands, and the Empress. Chariot. You could be working on like finances, your glow up, a promotion. There is something very successful on your end. Knight of Wands, Page of Wands, and the Hierophant, the Moon. What's this Knight of Wands, though? Four of Wands. There could be a relationship that takes off very quickly. Ace of Cups, Ten of Wands. This new love is going to feel very burdensome, though. Why? Ten of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and Knight of Swords. This person is going to be very much matter of fact. You have new love here, but they're going to be very direct, very, very direct in moving forward with you. And I feel like that's a little bit of your insecurity. And believe it or not, you've manifested this person. Knight of Pentacles and Eight of Cups, Four of Cups, Seven of Swords, but you may be a little avoidant. Why? The Hangman, the Eight of Wands, the Lovers, the Ten of Cups, the Two of Pentacles. You're like afraid that somebody may shift the current happiness and confidence that you have. Page of Pentacles, the Strength, and the Queen of Pentacles, Strength. Wheel of Fortune, King of Cups, Nine of Swords. I feel like because you like this person, you get very anxious. You like this person, so you get very anxious and you start to like, it's almost like you want to fast forward time to see what's going to happen, and that's not how that goes. You know that. You know this. But when I say the first 3 months are going to be amazing for you, even without the other person involved, I mean, wish fulfillment, you're heading in the right direction, a lot of success. I see like money looking better. There's a lot of stability. I see you getting a lot of attention. There could be a lot of spiritual work going on. I don't know if you have a plan for some kind of spiritual endeavor or work that could be coming through. I feel like the divine is answering your prayers and very quickly. Everything that you've manifested, like you're going to start seeing it. And I feel like you have love here, but with the 10 of Wands, you know, 9 of Pentacles, I don't know. You know what? This could also be that you've been, you know, single and you're just in your energy and you're just like, do I really want to go there? You know what I mean? What are this person's true blue intentions? Because the way they're showing up is they're showing up like in good energy. And I know the fear, especially when you're feeling good, and it's like, I don't have... You know what I mean? I don't have... Thank you, Astro. Thank you, boo. Oh, that's cute. How could I say it? It's like, I don't have these men problems right now. So do I really want that? You know what I mean? What's this person's true blue intentions? This new love. The Magician wanted to come out. What's this person's true blue intentions? The Moon, 2 of Wands, Death in reverse. Okay. What's this person's true blue intentions? Scorpio energy, Pisces energy, heavy water sign. 6 of Cups and the Hermit. Virgo energy. This person feels a little shy though. 4 of Wands, 2 of Wands, 9 of Swords, Death in reverse, Justice. 6 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, the Hermit, and the Sun. This person wants to get you out of some kind of introverted energy. I'm going to be honest with you. Ace of Cups, 9 of Swords, High Priestess. Let me tell you, this person is mirroring you. The way you feel nervous about the fact that you have feelings for this person, they feel that way. And they don't want an ending with you. Death in reverse, yeah, 3 of Swords. Justice, King of Wands, and the Strength. This person does, they want you to heal and see someone in a different light, or see them in a different light. 6 of Cups and 4 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles. They want to show you how different they are from your past situation. Hermit and the Sun, 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords, Hermit and the Sun, Queen of Swords, Knight of Swords. It's like they're trying to prove to you that whatever you went through in the past, some kind of like deception, lies, betrayal, like, I'm not trying to do that. Are they truthful? 3 of Cups, 8 of Swords, and the 7 of Wands. What's this about? Knight of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, and the Hangman. Here's the thing. I see where your anxiety comes in. I do feel like this person has options. However, especially when you're starting to date, that's normal, right? But I feel like if you will shift this person's perception, but I feel like you're like, okay, but you get a lot of attention. Okay, and then 9 of Wands, Queen of Wands, 7 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, 4 of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune, 4 of Swords. Empress, they will like sit their ass down. Empress for you. Wheel of Fortune, 10 of Swords. Yes, they will change. There's a change here. Tower, 6 of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. They may be entertaining, and it feels new. They may be entertaining somebody else or other people, like networking. They're in a dating app, but it's almost like, I like you. I have a connection with you, a spiritual connection with you. You know what I mean? So this is almost like judging someone too quickly, because I feel like they're trying to like pull teeth from you and trying to shift you in a different way. Like, hey, look, yeah, I have people that I'm talking to, but if we end up being more, like, that shit is done. Heavy Aquarius energy. You know what I mean? All right. I love this for you. All right, everyone. Thank you again so much for your patience. I know this has been a struggle with these videos, but they are being timestamped as we speak. Thank you so much, Victorious. Thank you, Honey. Thank you, Enigmatic, Astro, for always helping me out, supporting me. I appreciate you guys. Don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think. And don't forget to keep your karma balanced. I may be on later on to do like all signs or something. I love you guys too. Have a wonderful Sunday.